Yeah, I don't even know if like anybody's gonna join today, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm clicking the button anyway, and I'm just gonna actually just like share my screen and do stuff. I'm working on my prompting, and it's just so funny. Like, so like I'm spending all my time with AI, right? And work time and just immerse in this and always trying things different ways. So I actually tried like using Claude inside of Slack, and it didn't work that great. What I do like actually is, I fixed this integration with Slack and my Tim bot, and that sent me the reminder like it worked exactly how it's supposed to in Slack. So it's like, and I like that that's a Slack kind of artifact. So, and then so I'm like working on the blog machine right now actually, and so this is how I do the blog. Yeah, so this is what I was like, the use case I had. It's funny because it gave like, this is like the article I did. And let's see, your AI agent needs a job description. Let's see, it didn't like, that's so funny. I always get lost in the article where I just need I need like a separate file where it has like the prompt. And, I'm going to build it like a Ghost Publisher. There's no doubt about it. It's just like, it's still not like, I'm just not quite there yet, but there will be like a bot called Ghost. That's for sure. It's just like, okay, I built this like 50 times, sorry. 300 character expert. Let's see. Yeah, like, I don't come up with anything anymore. I just like the robot. Yeah, I just trying to start this quad. Slack. It didn't. So, you like what it doesn't always do with the caption. This is where like prompting would be great. Yeah, would help. But it is weird that I just like. I mean, I built like whole tools to automate pictures and everything, and I just don't. I don't want to do it. I don't know. And there's just so much to say about it. I actually enjoy this. Yeah, I like this step going after myself. I do think like he's just like don't put stuff out that AI just create to work on. I think that's just a mindset for me. Like I mean, I don't know. There may be times when we get there, but I don't think so. I think in order for like AI, you can use AI to create and do all these other things, but there's just some wall where you gotta have values. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it got. Oh, it sort of has the images based on this other style, but this isn't really the main. This is gonna actually be a very good because it's like two different ideas that got meshed into one because I messed it up at the start, but I just don't care. I'm like, I want to produce it. Right now, it's up like. Oh, this is image one. It didn't even do a featured image. That's what I'm gonna do a featured image. That actually makes more sense. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like all of this, I just there's this, when you're mixing formats and things, like yeah, this is manual work, right? I'm like I do it every, and I'm like, I can do this a couple of times a day if I need to. And actually, it's normally way faster than if I had messed up. I don't even want to go through all the things that I like to try to do this with Quad. Just in Slack, it can upload the file, and it's kind of like fell apart a little bit. So by the time I transferred it and then like close to the right or code in the style and everything, I ended up out here. So let's bump to. And I don't really like mess with these too much, but if they're just like a day off, I'm like, And I like doing when I nano, and you're like, I don't think picture creation for like way too high. I mean, I suppose. I mean, to me, it feels like you want to like see it. There's things that I'm not gonna probably ever like. For me, just the kind of work I do, to like. Create, writing things and do image manipulation is like a whole other. Like I'm like a business data. I'm like, this is way too generic. It's just. It looks like it's like a, yeah. Let's try. Let's just do that. I don't care. This one sucks anyways. Just get it. Like I just want to get it out. I should. It's just gonna be generic. It's so good. I'm gonna promote it. There's gonna be other images. I don't care. I like this one though. I love that one. Yeah, that's one thing when you're like building all this. You see your whole life. Yeah, you're like I don't type anymore really, and I just spend all day kind of like creating things. You know, oh, this is cool. Yeah, and like maybe there's just like mental laziness for me. I want everything done for me, and you're like, no, I don't really. I actually enjoy this creative process. Right? That's really it. It's like, am I doing things that like I really love the creation of these things and the experience of it? It's like great. You know, kicking around a little bit. I mean, you're gonna do work still. Just like how much of it you want to do, you know, back versus like just kind of diving with like okay, like more chill pace to everything because you're just kind of waiting for things to come together. And a lot more. It's like waiting for the AI to finish its work, and that becomes like that's like the thought minder kind of thing, maybe, where it's like okay, I'm actually gonna move my mic over here. Nobody can probably even hear what I'm saying here. That's gonna bump back. It's like always trying to find the right screen. What was I working in? Yeah, usually I have like one on the left, but if to you can like when you're just sharing one screen, I feel like what I need to start doing is like share both screens somehow, because that's what you kind of want to see. Like these, you got to have two screens, right? Like to do this kind of work. It just there's no way that you'd want to do it because you got to be like, hey, here's it's like it's always doing so. Like I'm always creating something over here, moving it over there. Like, oh yeah, this is like. It's like totally not exactly how it worked, but I don't really care because it's so cool. I like the things that it creates. She's like, wow, no way, man. This is too much. Like, it wasn't that long ago that AI couldn't even touch this kind of level of output. It's getting way too smart. All right. This is. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is not right actually because I need to work on it. If you want to. Where did I put? Mm, mm, nice. Yeah, so if it's like a decent article for me, um, I like to actually go in and just like see like what happens is like the writing like doesn't really like call it out, right? So I like to do just like a look through. Like I don't like want to read everything, but and I kind of prefer shorter sentences and like AI to like make it not look like AI. You want to kind of bury your you don't want big paragraphs in this kind of writing, and like if there's a question mark, like this, I just like to have to like visually look at it and say, hey, like is this kind of stimulating, the experience? And like say at the end of something, having just like a single sentence will call, I think we're going to draw your eyes to that. So it's like a kind of more like, hey, like flowy. And now I think, when you have like exactly the same paragraph lengths, I think, uh, you know, uh, like, this is a good one, like blah, 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 blah. Oh, hey, there's something happening here, right? Um, and, again, for me, it's like, I feel like people in today's world, they like do a lot more scanning. And it's like, okay, like I scan, I see different things and that kind of stand out to me. And then, like it shapes the experience. I like if I'm gonna do something that like I think I'm actually, even though this one does feel like it's kind of like it got some real like, problems to it because of how I got created. Um, then it's funny because I like don't even have the Susie ball yet, and it's actually not spelled right. Um, oh, I can't like find a replace. Okay, but anyway, let's go to the top. This is like what I'm going to build. I started the idea of it, so I really like I know what I'm doing. I'm just adding close to this like really being functional. All right, so that's good. This is such a bad like output today because of just like each thing. Like I'm like, this isn't one I'm just like majorly gonna promote anyway. But who knows? You never know. So, like, then like the music on here, it's just like meltdown mania today. Sometimes you're just like, man, I gotta get something out, and I don't care. Not everything is perfect because when you're producing like a ton of stuff, it's like, all right, I'm still just like, it's like 10:30, like I don't really care. I'm like, I'm done with this one. Done here. I don't know actually. You can't even see the screen where I just created the LinkedIn post. I mean, I used a thing with like Ruben as seed is like a prompt for the hook. Like, did my post even post? Oh, it's not even. Yeah, it is posted. Why is it not showing up there? Oh, gosh. Just a different LinkedIn window. The smartest thing your agents can say is we can't do that. I mean, it's definitely like AI written. Like, it just like makes no sense at all. Like, somewhere like along the way, this whole thing started, and it just like, you're like, if you just actually follow. But then I'm like, who reads this anyway? People are just gonna like, and some things are gonna make sense and other are not. But this is like, but again, it's like, who cares? It's not my focus anyway, right? Anyway, let's. Somebody wants to do my YouTube visibility strategy. Cool. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to accomplish right now. So, it's weird. I'm like, I ran out of stuff to do for a minute here. So it's sort of a like, hey, like, get honed in, do something, one thing, and then just sprint at it, right? Just like, like record a show. Like, this whole stuff started maybe around, so I've been working on for like maybe 1 hour or so to like, and if I had like gone quickly and done my thing, it can be done in like 30 minutes. Like, just because I tried to do this like Claude set thing using Claude and Slack, and like, these tools they're not really like, they're not quite there. Like, so that I can even show that. Like, okay, you couldn't work with the files. It's like sandboxed. That's the big thing in AI. It's just everything's about security, right? So it's like sandboxed, and it's just limited. But for some reason, it can't interact. I don't know. It couldn't produce a good output. Like, I couldn't get the text file transcript to load. I couldn't get the video to load, and it makes sense. You're like, Slack is just, that's not what it's for, right? And so, but actually, the video that I created of that is what I'm going to work on next. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run right now. So this is just going to be focused on how to quickly bake up some online content that almost makes no sense with like advanced AI. But nobody, I mean, nobody's watching my show, and probably nobody will read that blog that much. Well, you never know. People will go back and be like, this blog is just like confusing set of topics. And usually it doesn't come out that way. It's because the AI, the first AI, I don't even, it said it was open in my configuration. I'm like, that doesn't seem